Alright, we are live here today with the ROX mods, and it's a pretty good field actually tonight. Of course, with Windridge being a ROX mod and SLCRA staple, we are glad to be back in the lower 48. We had the midgets yesterday, a little 5-car feature. I was in it. Had a 3-way battle for the lead. Maybe we can see something like that for today. Today we're going to be running a bit of a different qualifying format than we normally do. That qualifying format is going to be a 2-car qualifying. So let me put the stream up to public, make sure that we put that up once we do. We'll be setting up our cars, but let's get into showing you guys who is where. The 951, the 95 going to be the first 2 cars. Will be out in just any moment. I just gotta get the stream up. There we go. Alright, Group 1, get ready. That's going to be East 951 and Nicholas. Green flag for Group 1. Group 2, just head up to here where I'm lined up. So again, East 951 and Nicholas, they're going to be out for 3 laps. As opposed to 5 cars. Going out for 5 laps. A little bit shorter, a little bit more high intensity. The two of them going side by side down the back straightaway. In 2, 3, and 4. Now down the front straightaway, lap 1. It's going to be 13.334 for Nicholas. 2 more laps to go. East 951 with the purple sector 1. Making the way down the back straightaway in 2, 3, and 4 to make it lap 2. Nico gets a little bit loose. He's up high. He's loose on his exit. 1 lap to go. The white flag going to come out. Making the way out of 3 and 4. Is there any room for improvement? Oh, and Nico goes around. East 951 takes the quick time. 13.292. Unfortunately for Nico, that spin is going to cost that last lap. We can have our guys pull it in, as the next group will be going as soon as everyone is cleared. Green flag. So the next cars are out. Is going to be Owen Perkins and Gallant Fan, otherwise known as Catmade. Catmade making a return after a while. Owen Perkins, I think, after about a couple month hiatus, but Gallant Fan making a return in the Pepsi 57 car. They're going to get very loose. They get all the way bent out of shape. So hopefully they could not cause issues. Owen Perkins, they got the first lap in at 13.927. Now lap 2, 13.579. Gallant Fan going to make the way across the front straightaway. And I believe this is Checkers. I'll just let... Yeah, okay. Okay. Sorry, I was a little confused there with the long spin. We're going to review that footage. Owen Perkins, head back to staging. Gallant Fan, please move in. I might have made a slight judgment mistake. If that was 2 laps instead of 3, then you'll be able to get 1 hot lap. So, Owen Perkins, just head back to staging just in case. That being said, let me check that very quickly before we get the next group out. Sorry. I just want to make sure that I didn't mess that up. I did that last night. Got really messed up there with the... Man, the stream could not freeze at a worst possible time. Okay. They both get out. Put this on to 4 times speed. Okay, so they get out. Sorry, the stream is freezing at the worst possible time, so the launch spins. That's lap 1. Lap 2. Lap 3. So, Cat May did an extra lap, so we are going to remove that time. Their time was, in fact, 13.724, so we're going to take a screenshot of that. Next group is cleared to the racetrack. That being said, Owen Perkins is done with the qualifying. He currently is third. However, Jackson Cook, a very heavy hitter, is out onto the track, so we're going to see what he can do. As well as Stephen Waters. First lap for Jackson Cook, making his way across the front straightaway. Quick time! 13.182, a purple sector 1. And he might be here to shake things up. So that was his first lap. Now here comes 2 into the white flag. And that one's not going to go faster, but Steve Waters up ahead into 4th place. Checkered flag going to go out for Jackson Cook. Does not improve, but that is still a fantastic 13.198 set by Jackson. So let's make our way into the pits now, as we'll be signing up for the next car. And it looks like Dabcat's not going to be there, so we'll just have Anthony on his own. So Anthony's clear. Once it is done, we'll be putting up a 5-minute timer. Again, as it stands, it is currently Jackson Cook, East 951, Nicolauds, Steve Waters. And it does look like Dabcat's making an effort to join, so I'll be up in a little bit too. So the first lap there for him. Now the second lap, white flag. And he actually moves up a couple of spots, so Anthony up the field. Purple sector 1! Uh-oh, folks, here he goes. Out of 3 and 4, can he get it done? No, he does not, but that is a that's a good run. All the way up into the second row so far. Yellow's going to come out, and then we'll be signing up for Dabcat. So, Dabcat, if you can make your way out to staging. We're going to put up a 5-minute timer here. Just make a stop, and then once you're stopped, wash the lights on the back of your car. I'll say that's good. Alright, Dabcat, you're good to go? Alright, no problem. We got some time. Maybe Jake may try to make a run or two. We'll see what he does, but however, the last car, I believe, set for the field is number 8. So we have 8 cars entered today, and it's been a while since we've seen that type of activity. But one thing to note, Jackson Cook is very fast. East 951 has had a good rap here. Might be a competitor for the lead. And the only winner of this class in this field starts us in 3rd. So, Dabcat, you're clear to go. Let's see what he can do. The lone DGS car in the field. He had a good run for the lead in the midget feature yesterday. So he's had a bit of practice on track. We'll see if he keeps that chain going. Making his way down the back straight for lap 1. Dabcat across the front straight. And that is 2nd so far, 2 to go. Dabcat down the back straight away. This time by, I'll be seeing the white flag. And that one is improved. He has another improvement. He could be seeing a pole on site. Here's Dabcat out of the final turn. The checkered flag going to be waving. He gets loose. That might have just messed his run up. Yes, it did. However, gets a front row start. Good job there, Dabcat. Make your way into the pits, and we'll have the track open. That was close. But unfortunately for him, he just managed to get a bit loose. And that was all it took. So again, that being said, again, there was slight penalty. Oh my god, my power just flashed. Hey, my power is flashing, so be aware. The track is not open. I just want to say. But if you guys want to line up, you can. I don't think anybody else is going to show up. But if they do, then you might be moved to the inside or something like that. So, just a forewarning that my power flashed for some reason for a second earlier. So, just a warning on that. Does our pole sitter want an interview? We've got about 2 minutes to work with. I'll do my work on mute. You are in 5th. So, let's see if we get a word here with Jackson Cook. So that was a narrow pole position there at one point, especially in the final lap. Might have had your head, a little lightheaded there, but managed to stay there in pole position. And you got it by about half a second. But it looks like a pretty good competitive field today for you. How do you look forward to today's race? Of course, you also won yesterday's midget feature. Will that help you think?
I'm craving a Miller Lite and a Jack Daniels right now, even though I'm way underage for that. I don't care though. Yeah, East is correct. My car is it's cheated up. It's not legal, but Robo lets me get away with it anyway since I'm the favorite. Yeah, I'm not that good of a driver. I just have the best car in the field. Nah, just kidding. East is never right. Don't listen to that guy. He sold a win away. So, I don't know. Dabcat's pretty fast. Just like yesterday. He was faster than me actually yesterday. I just figured it out in the final laps and somehow beat Robo, which is pretty wild. But Dabcat's pretty fast right now. It's scary. I don't like it. I don't like competition. When there's competition, I'm not unhappy because I want to win it all. Just kidding. I'm gonna be a humble little boy.
Okay. Well, you got a pretty competitive race ahead of you. Is there any final thoughts before we start lining up for that?
For some reason, /EM doesn't work. So what I was supposed to say is my internet is being a little ass today. So just get prepared for a possible disconnection because it might happen, like yesterday. It's just been really ass lately, so I don't know what the fuck is going on. But just get prepared for that.
All right. Well, best of luck with you, Jackson. And we are going to set up the race. So if you qualified on... I would like for you guys to line up on the rows. So East 951, you're going to be on probably this row on the inside. Steve, you are on the outside, row 3. So East, you're going to be down here where I'm lined up. Nico is going to be right here. East down here. Jackson Cook right here. Please line up on the line so that there's more space, there's less lag. Row 3. Anthony, you're all the way in the back. You're actually row 3 on the inside. So. And Owen, you are row 4 on the inside. You and Galong Fan are switching positions because Galong Fan did an extra lap. So please line up on the lines so there's plenty of space. And once you do so, please turn off your engines. So Anthony, please car on the line. Owen back here on the line. Do not use the spaces, please. These cars have a little bit of lag. Once you do that, please hop out of your car, press F. No. So, again, please, it is an AFK check. Its purpose is to make sure... Okay. Anthony, I'm just going to do this for you. So we're just going to turn off all the engines. And we'll be doing the US anthem. think we're good to go. Nico's turned off his engine, so that's good. We're going to clear out all the extra cars. I'm going to clear the trailer out, because I do not believe in wrecked cars. I must say that if you did not qualify by now, you're a little bit late. So we're going to start clearing out all the extra cars. And it looks like one of the bigger competitors here, Asshole Racer Brandon, won't be turning up. We won't be seeing SBMS either. And Nature Channel, who has been active throughout the earlier section of the season, is taking a bit of a hiatus, so he's not here today. Sharks isn't, to my surprise. He actually did express an interest in racing, but for whatever reason is not able to race. Gearm, of course, has kind of taken his hiatus until somebody his level comes back. We saw Del Ross in practice, but he's not turning up today. Yeah. Alright, so this is going to be 80 laps. We're going to have 10 laps of pacing, but we'll do that up after the national anthem. So let me get that set up in just a moment. Alright, gentlemen, to your cars, start your engines. That's a right sympathy of V8 motors. Few Fords, but most of them consist of the generic Chevy motors. Let's set up the timing board. Everyone is in their cars, but remember that if you are not ready, then this is your chance to hop out. But let's get your positions to the back, from the back to the front. In 8th place, in the 57, is Gallant Fan in the 57 Pepsi car. And on the inside of row 4 is the 12, driven by Owen Perkins. Row 3 on the outside, 6th place, it is the NOS Energy 20 Toyota. On the inside of 5th place, 24, driven by Anthony on his debut race. 95, Polish Porsche, taken over by Nikolaus. 4th place on the outside of row 2, and now to the inside, first car on the podium, East 951. In the 951, affectionately named car. Below, the GGS car, Dab Cat, taking up the outside of row 1, now to the inside, your pole sitter, Jackson Cook. Yellow flag, please go in the car out of your goes. Pace speed is going to be 50 miles an hour on the straights, and on the outside of road, you're going to have to go a little bit faster in the turns. Just a forewarning. Let's get a shot though. Awesome shot there. Alright, well, let's focus on pacing here. It looks like we're doing actually a pretty good job. All things to be considered. The outside could be a little bit better on the front, but really it's not bad at all. So, thank you guys for trying your best to pace. Again, there is not going to be double file restarts. Once we do our first start, it's going to be single file from there. Nico, if you can move up, and if row 3 can try to get up a little bit. Reminder that in SLC, there is no passing until you cross the start-finish line once the green flag goes. An exception may be called. Anthony, if you could please move up. You are a little less experienced, so I suggest against tire warming. Same for East, though you're kind of going to balance it out. So we were doing a little bit better earlier. Nikolauds, you're kind of on dab, but not too badly, just kind of a forewarning. I might call it the green on turn 3, judging by how people are driving. But we'll see. It's going to be coming up randomly. Again, if somebody is particularly slow, I'll call them out. However, somebody being slow generally doesn't allow you to jump an entire row unless that row is, like, comically slow. Though in that situation, we might end up having a caution if that happens. So, yeah. And it looks like everyone is good on laps. We're going to adjust this a little bit. Again, our top 4 is extremely competitive among each other, although pretty much neck on neck when it comes to lap times. We might be seeing a lot of competition here. And that is, of course, the typical fashion of this facility. So we got about 2.5 laps until we go green. Just a little bit of a warm-up, gives you guys good practice for pacing at least. Would like row 3 to be a little tighter. You're kind of good about where you are though. Alright, so next lap is when we're going to be set to go. So this time by, the lights will be turning black in preparation. So, lights are black, 1 to go. Keep it tight. And try not to pass until you cross the start-finish line. Again, folks, this is supposed to be the time of go. Steve, if you could move up a little. Green flag. Allowed to pass third row. Oh, Galafant gets loose. But we are green, and we're set to go. Jackson Cook leading us off. Dabcat out on the back straight. Side by side with Nico. And it looks like we're going to keep it green. Three-way battle for the lead. Here we go. Dabcat side by side with Jackson Cook. Here's East 951. Nico out on the bits. Nico's around. Does he spin? Honestly, it looked like he kept it going, but I'm not sure. Kind of looked like one of those spins where you don't fully lose your speed. He did not lose all those spots, but he's going to have to go for another shot. That is unfortunate for Nikolauds. Hopefully a caution will come out. He has already made his way up quite a few cars, but the yellow flag comes out. Yellow flag. Jackson Cook, Dabcat, East 951, Stephen Waters. The yellow flag's already out. Nikolauds. Gallant fan, and it is fast. Anthony is your spinner. And I like how quickly you guys went single file. I appreciate that. Again, that is the only double file start today. It was the initial start. We're kind of back to how things were ran pretty much for its whole existence. I think on a track like that, it might come a little necessary. Anthony, if you could please stay in the back. Remember, you are the car that spun. That is your penalty, is to be in the back of the field. I do need Gallant and Owen Perkins to try to get up there. But again, to Anthony, this is a warning to please stay behind the cars that are ahead of you. You are in last place. You caused the caution, and that is simply your penalty. So, we do race backs, but you also did spin. So, Anthony, if you can move up. Alright. Next lap is when we're going to be set to go green. Remember, do not pass the car to you until you cross the start-finish line. If it gets a little janky, you might be called to give up a spot or two. Green flag. Allowed to pass Gallant Fan. Allowed to pass Steve. Clean start. Dabcat side by side with East 951 down the back straightaway for second place. Jackson with a clear track. And no cars have turned around. If you spin out and you want a caution, I may not see it immediately, so if you want a caution and you spin, just stop your car. You'll get your lap back. And let's see this battle on for second place. First 10 laps into the race. And it's been led pretty much in domination here by Jackson. There has been some good runs by the back 3 cars behind him. Dabcat gets loose, but so does East. East into the wall. Here's Dabcat down the inside into turn 1. Looks like Dabcat with the advantage, but they're still side by side. Now into turn 1, the battle for second raging on. East is going to go all the way almost to the apron. And they might actually be closing a little bit here on Jackson, but not if they get loose like that. A good save by East. Almost looked intentional, like he was trying to go set himself up for a dive bomb. He stays in motion right there with Dabcat. Dabcat is going to get a little loose on exit, but there's East 951 down the inside, again down to the apron, a crossover for position through the rubber banding, down the back straightaway. And again, if I don't see cars stop, then we should be good, unless I see a spin. And East 951 did get a little loose. That'll cost him a spot with Dabcat right there, just ahead. Now Gallant Fan, Steve Waters, the battle for the top 5. A little bit of action there in the back of the field. How about the front, though? As it looks like Owen Perkins is at risk of falling a lap down here. Owen's had a lot of good runs, especially in the midgets. Oh, but the yellow flag comes out. Jackson Cook, Dabcat, East 951 in third. Nico Outs, Gallant Fan, and Anthony. Again, lap cars could get their laps back. That is on Steve Waters for spinning. But you are going to be allowed to get your lap back. You were not a lap down when you spun. So there's no reason to be a lap down. So just make your way back around. And I think our order is good. So hopefully we can get up into position. Not drive through each other. It'll take a little bit. Alright, so next lap will be posed to go green. If we could get an order, can we not drive through each other in the back? Anthony, move up. Alright. I'm going to keep it yellow. Gallant Fan, that is a warning. Do that again, you will be put to the rear. So let's get back to our positions. I think we might be okay. Nico, let's not go side by side, please, with East. East, move up. Okay, watch the lights. Green. Oh, we got Gallant spinning out. Yellow flag comes out. Race back. Still gonna happen, though. And Jackson Cook gets it, and the positions are pretty much overall the same. I was Jackson Cook, Dabcat, East 951, Nico. And Anthony up to 5th, Steve Waters. Gallant Fan, the spinner, will be penalized. I think that is his second spin. looks like Owen Perkins is going to pull it into the infield. If you spin again, I'm going to review that. I might call it red if I have to. Alright. Let's lock in here. This might be the lap we go green, if we can stay in order. Green. Clean start. A lot of pass Steve. All looks good though. Owen Perkins has pulled it into the infield, so it looks like he'll be done. How about that battle for second between East 951 and Dabcat down the front straight? And East makes the pass, but Dab is right there. Again, the last time that I think we saw these two fight so fiercely was in Hoosier, which was the Yorkshire racetrack. Oh, we got a big lag spike. All's good. Steve Waters is going to spin the yellow flag coming out again. Jackson gets it. It's going to be Stein 5 1 second, Dabcat third, Nicolau's fourth, Anthony fifth. Sixth place is going to be Galant Fan. That is a second spin for Steve. So let's get back into order. Hopefully we could get going again. We are pretty much back in order, so we might be able to go green immediately if we're good. Let me keep the lights set up. Let's not drive through each other here. Anthony. Green flag. Alright. That was a bit of an iffy start for Dabcat. Nicolau's has made his way up into third place. Again, the only previous winner of the ROX mods here. And he's making his way up the field. Looking at second with East 951. Potentially in striking range. Remember, he had the spin earlier on in the race, but he's made his way up through the field, and it's been a great recovery drive today for Nico. Side by side for the second place spot through 1 and 2. Now making their way down 3 and 4. How about East gets loose? Oh, he goes around one. Yellow flag, keep going. I'll count that one as yellow. Got about turned fully around. Jackson Cook. Nicolau, Dabcat. Anthony, Steve Waters, East 951. Come on, fam. Alright. Penalty will go to East for the caution. Bad timing on that. Very tricky track. So I'll have to make his way up a couple of cars here. Unless Galant doesn't want to give up his... Let's see if Galant wants to take that spot or not. It looks like it. Anthony, move up, please. Alright. Watch the lights. We're gonna go green next lap. Little iffy there. So lights black. This one's gonna turn yellow. Anthony with a big lag spike. We're gonna keep it yellow. If we pass him again, we're gonna call red for potential disconnection, so just be aware. We got a car that's frozen on the back straight. So if you do reach him, we're gonna make our way to a red. So red now. Just make your way, line up in position, please. Just line up in position. If you have to move, you can. It was Jackson, Nico, Dabcat, Steve Waters, Galant Fan, and there's a car that has disconnected. And we're going to see if he's done for the night or not. If that is the case, that would leave us to 6 cars. Which is a shame. We were about to get going, but we'll see. Is he still in the VC? He is still in the VC. Never mind, he's just left the VC. As you can hear. We're going to clear out the extra cars. Hopefully that'll help a little bit with the lag. But we are down a few cars here, folks. And let me see if Anthony is going to rejoin or not. I'm going to give him about a minute here. Otherwise, I'm going to move his car into the pit lane. And if he's not back by, like, lap 15, then that might be his race. So, a little bit of a break here for the disconnection. Try to get as many green flag laps. We're just almost halfway done, folks. Should go by pretty quickly, though. I think most of the trouble causers are out of the way. So, we are set to go. Is everybody ready? If you're not ready, this is your chance to hop out. And Jake has joined. Alright, I think we're good to go. So the yellow flag is out. Just slowly make your way up to speed. And that is going to be a bit of a breath of relief for East 951. One car disconnected. Now he's only got to pass 5 cars. And if we're looking good, we might even be able to go green. So I'm going to turn these lights black. So be ready. Green. And that was a good start on Nico's end, but he's going to back it off. Allowed to pass Galan fan. I don't think it's going to be a factor. Clean start. Other than that, Nico's looking a little bit at the, just breathing a little bit on the neck of Jackson Cook. Gets a little loose. How about Dabcat? Nearly gets all the way bent around. Looks like he didn't lose all of his inertia, but he got pretty darn near close there. Steve Waters up into the 3rd place spot with a battle, but what goes on in the front straight? Oh my god, Dabcat just gets loose again. Juan Fan is, again, almost going to lose it, doesn't quite. A lot of these cars, Glofan and Steve Waters, Dabcat, all of them having some issues with their cars. That's just allowing that's allowing East to move up the field here, little by little. He's got 2 cars to pass. Makes the move on Steve Waters. Steve Waters is going to look back down low. East 951 making the pass. Now here's Dabcat, the car on the podium, 3rd place. They go side by side down the front straight. We've been seeing these two getting at the whole day. And if that does happen, that would knock Dabcat off the podium. Oh, Nico goes around yellow flag. Keep going. Oh my god, that was the worst time spin I've ever seen in my life. Jackson Cook. Dabcat in 2nd. Steve Waters is going to be close here for 3rd. But Steve Waters, the long fan. East 951, then Nico. I feel for East 951, that was probably about the worst time spin I've seen in my life. Fortunately, there's a lot of race left.
Bro, you said yellow, and the car was already loose, and I was on the front straight. Like, fuck it, I'll just nail the gas, and I'll be fine. And then you said, keep going, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
That is on you. So make your way up to 5th place. You only got it. You still can make it. So. Alright. Well, 30 laps to go. Over halfway done. And we are down to 6 cars out of our 8 original entries. Dabcat has moved back to the front. Currently in 2nd. The lights go black. Like a long fan, if you could get up there a little. Long fan, if you could move up. Cat me. Watch the lights. Green flag. There's allowed to pass the long fan. Alright. And it is going to be the rush to the front. They go 3 wide in the back of the field. Steve Waters side by side with Nico. He gets loose. Nico and East 951 side by side. And I think something's happened to Gallant. They go around. The yellow flag coming out. The race back is now on. Jackson Cook, Dap Cat, and it's going to be close. Nico, East gets it. It looked like Nico for a second, but East, I think, switched it around last second. And that was a spin by Catmate, so we're going to see if that was their third spin or not. So the green flag comes out. And my thing freezes. But I don't want it to. I think the first spin was Nico. No, it was Owen. If I'm still looking by lap 60, I'm sorry. We're gonna take a little pause if that happens. I have Steve Waters that spun out there. Second caution. Okay, so Catmate has one more spin, I think. So we're gonna be going green on lap 60, so just get in position, please. Again, it was East 951 ahead of Nico. The light's black. East 951 ahead of Nico. Green flag. Nico, watch yourself. East 951. That's honestly, that was a bad start by Dabcat. So I'll let it slide. 3 cars battling for the lead. However, Jackson Cook going to get away with it. Nico out side by side with East 951 there in second place. Making our way down the back straight away. The last third of the race upon us. Last quarter, in fact. So this race is setting itself up to get wrapped up here. Jackson Cook doing a good job holding off the competition. They've been right on his tail the whole race, but they just haven't been able to catch up to him. Both East and Nico are going to fall into looseness. Not enough to make them lose spots, but not enough to help them gain. Down the front straightaway once again. We are on the full 850 horsepower package. We haven't seen that since we were at Goatboard. And it looks like a really tricky track today, a very loose track. But so far so good. 15 laps to go. Let's see how the gap is looking. Nico gets a little loose. Gap starts to expand. But Nico is right on East 951's tail. This could be Jackson's Cook first win here at Windridge, which is actually one of the most raced facilities in SLC. We used to do 2 races a season up till last year. And it looks like Dabcat's gotten some issues here. Got a little loose. And Steve not far behind. Not quite in attack range, but definitely a thought in the back of his mind. Oh, Steve going around. keeps it going. Nico gonna slap the outside wall. 10 to go. I don't think I've ever seen a car do a spin like Steve just did, where he just completely kept the speed going. I've seen cars lose more time from half spinning it. It looks like Jackson's splitting up a good gap here. There still is the battle here between Nico and East 951. We make our way down the front straight to mark lap 73 out of 80. It's been a good run here. Almost 5 to go. And the closest gap, I think, is either going to be Stephen Waters or Nico and East. Both of them battling out there for second place. Again, Nico has won here before. We got 5 to go. And it's a clean track here for Jackson. The field a little bit spread out here, but that might help us avoid controversy. Well, we'll see when I eat those words. Jackson Cook making his way down into turn 3 to make 3 laps to go here. Lap 77 now. Just the last neck of the race, and he's got this one so far in the bag. Just needs to not have any mistakes, and hopefully a clean race finish. 2 to go here for Jackson Cook, and we heard East bag, and Jackson did not quite share that thought. So the white flag going to come out. 1 to go. This is official, folks. This is how the race ends. Jackson Cook down to turns 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. It is checkered flag, and Jackson Cook wins it out. Windridge. Fuck. East in second. Nico in third. Dabcat in fourth. Gallant Band, otherwise known as Catman, in fifth. Steve spinning off in sixth place. Alright, if everyone head to the pit lane, your quick time today is Jackson Cook. So it is a sweeper for him. We're going to see some donuts. And the number 38 does a Polish victory lap down 3. Oh, almost hitting the field. Steve's going to do some avoidance there. Jackson doing a little bit of celebratory donuts here. And it is another win in the books for Jackson. And another mark of history here, folks, for Windridge. He's going to enjoy the gondola for a little bit. There's a type of celebration that you can do by doing a burnout. I think Jackson's gotten all of them done. Let's get that podium picture here. Bam. And bam. So if you guys want to stick around, we'll be interviewing every driver, even if you did not finish. That sticks around. And let's get a word from your race winner, Jackson Cook. All right. Well, Jack. Oh, let me lower this. Now Jackson Cook here manages to sweep the field and pretty much dominates the race. Had some close moments there, especially with Nico on the starts and a little bit with the other guys. However, you held it up to the end. If you'd like to tell me what brought you to victory lane today.
Speed. That's a speed. Yeah, I went speed. I really went speed. It was like, I went zoom, and then I went zim zam, and I went zoom zoom again. I don't know. Hey, the good thing is I'm finally getting back to my rhythm with these freaking cars. It's been a while since I've won, and then I got my first road course win ever, actually, in my racing career. I'm not counting Hoosier, It's not a road. That's not an actual road course. So after last week's win, I finally felt like I had it going again, and it turns out that I'm back to the way that I want to be. So that's good. This place is definitely a very technical track compared to a lot of others that we run. Like this is what definitely up there as one of the toughest ovals on the schedule and just tracks in general. I guess there's a lot of weird characteristics about this place, and you really have to study the line in order to figure it out and be good here. But it's good to finally win.
Well, congratulations on that, Jackson Cook. An awesome job done today. Is there anyone you would like to thank?
Braden for not being here.
Damn.
Less competition for me.
All right. Any other closing thoughts before we move on to the next driver?
Who got second?
It was either Nico or East, but let me just verify that real quickly.
Whatever. Dabcat is like.
It was East.
He was my biggest competition in this race. Because Dabcat is good. And I always have to say that every race. Because, like.
Dabcat ran in, like, fourth the entire race.
Yeah, but, like, nobody wants to look at you, so.
I got second, bitches.
We'll
Only,
get you the second,
I don't not to brag, but I'm like the most consistent second place finisher in the field.
Not to brag, but I absolutely whooped your ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, East, I'll give you a second here. So any closing thoughts?
New track models on the way. There you go.
Yay. Yeah, that is true with the Wasso and Berlin. We might see those next year. But we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
All right, congratulations, Jackson. Good job stringing together a dominant performance. And now you are among the winners. And now let's move on to East, who we just muted for a second. Let me get you there. All right, so
Yep,
East
this
here,
is my
a lot of
my
back and forth.
fourth second place finisher. 900th second place overall in my career. Still no wins. It's all right. Everyone who's ever beat me is just cheating. Specifically Jackson.
Wrong.
Nico's legit. We're just gonna.
Am I cheating? Give me one.
We're just gonna do that. Yeah, I mean it was a good race. Stay humble, not an asshole like Jackson. So. Good race. Dabcat, you suck. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it.
All right,
I would like Robo to host a ROX mod race and not tell anyone and just like invite me and fucking I don't know, Speedy.
I mean, they are kind of almost always held at the same time.
I know. You just need to not remind them.
Okay.
Or fucking run it like an hour earlier.
Okay.
Please, Robo, please. This is fucking insane. It's been 3 years.
Yeah.
It's been 3 years. Dude, I haven't even won like a fucking. Like in all my row racing, dude, I've only ever won that one fucking
Micro race.
Formula Micro
That was
race
at
that
Richmond.
Eris gave to me. For one like a fucking dirt heat race, a fucking qualifier, nothing. 3 years. Dude, it's not even like I suck. I finish on the podium pretty consistently. I'm on the podium more often than not. And I just can't get it done.
Well, next week we'll be going to Northwest Ohio at the road course, so hopefully you'll have
Northwest Ohio. Oh, I ain't even gonna showing up to that.
Damn.
That's the super flat one, right?
Yes.
That's out in like a fucking field.
It's in a forest, but yeah.
Is it a four? Oh, it's in a four. Oh, wait, with the dirt track and the fucking bullshit oval?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna need you to give me owners so I can just ban everyone that shows up before the race.
Okay.
Because this is, Robo, give me some credit. This is fucking insane. It's been 3 years.
I'm sure.
3,
I'm sure your
been
shot
three
will come.
years. It will not. It will not.
As long as you show up.
You never even won a fucking heat race. Like, this is insane.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
even
not true. I won one heat race in 2020 at a fucking uh uh what's the fucking loser's name? George. In George's dirt server, I won a late model heat race and then I got banned like an hour later. So
Alright,
I never even got
you're sending
no
stuff to George.
no, it was a different incident.
Oh, okay.
Different incident of it was me messing with A games that got me banned that time.
I
So never even got to race the main.
see.
When will it be my turn, Robo?
Alright. Well, we're gonna move on here. East, thank you for turning up.
Alright.
I'm sorry that.
Yep.
Yeah. Business as
Fuck
usual.
you, Jackson.
Okay. Business as usual for East 951. Hopefully we'll see that day come around when it does. But now let's see what we get out of Dabcat. Alright, Dabcat, you should be unmuted. So that was a bit of a back and forth race. Started in the front row, ended up finishing in fourth. Had a couple of good shots there. Unfortunately, did not seem like it got stringed together the way you were expecting it to. However, still a strong performance overall, beating over half the entries. But if you'd like to talk about how today went for you.
Everybody sucks. I win. No, I'm joking. I'm tripping. No, on a serious note, I was kind of coming into the race expecting just like a chill race. I didn't really want to like. I didn't want to just play like the card of like, oh, I'm gonna try super hard. And I got into the race and I saw that I was actually doing pretty good, and I'm like, I'm gonna put some effort into it. I see that I'm actually, actually doing good for once. And turns out I was like breathing down the neck of Jackson's times like half the day. So Nico just barely edged me out a good bit of the, obviously during the race, hot laps were a little bit different, but um yeah, breathing down Jackson's neck because I was ready to take him. I wish I had the skill to not have a skill issue in like what was it, lap 70. I had the biggest idiocy happen. I was trying not to join the VC on my phone because I didn't want to leave because we were watching October funny stuff. And that was a genuine mistake because Eli and Grant were trying to get my attention the entire damn time, and it fucked up my focus in lap 70. And I kind of just butchered everything after that. I was in a flow state, I was doing good, and I just got absolutely butchered from there. The car got a little unsettled and just decided, you know what, I'm going this way. So I caught it. I didn't cause a caution, like literally everybody else in the race. So big skill, but yeah, did not get the podium because of that. Probably should have kept the spin. I probably should have done the spin, to be fair, just because it would have been the peak. But yeah.
All right. Well, I gotta say better luck next time. Of course, we got the micros tomorrow. I don't know if you're available for that or not. You tend to be a fan of those cars, so hopefully we can
I
see
am a
you.
giant fan.
So yep, giant fan for those little cars. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Things
You know
might turn
what?
around
You
for
know
the
what?
better.
I'm gonna set
Mhm.
myself up for failure. YouTube can like eat it, and everybody else on the thing. Yeah, I like tiny things. So yeah, take
Nah,
that as you will. Take that as you will. Take that as you will.
nah. Freaky
point.
interview.
I like tiny things, and micros are one of those things. Same with midgets. So, children is not a part of that though, because that's nasty as fuck.
You heard that, folks? He's just not gonna ever touch a mini wedge in his life.
Yeah, no, thank you. Children is not a part of that.
All right. Well,
Too crazy. You know, Cat Maid, you're not too far off with that.
all right. We're gonna move on.
Hey, at least I have a win under my belt, unlike East. I'm just saying.
Damn. So
I'd like to call shots. I'm calling shots from the hip. Pow pow pow. I have a win in another series, an actual win, and it's not like some fuck ass heat race. And I did also qualify like what P2 in the heat race. So I'm gonna stroke myself off with that and be like, yeah, I got to win. So peace and fuck East.
okay. Thank you, there, down. Behind that, in the fifth place spot, we have Catmaid. Bit
Fuck
of a
New
back and
Hampshire.
forth. A bit of a back and forth race for you, Catmaid. I know it's a little bit late for you, so
What?
thank you for your patience. Got together P5, a bit of a up and down race, but you did manage to survive it. I assume you are about 2 seconds from dying of sleep deprivation, but good morning.
Yeah, as per usual, mate. I'm pretty disappointed because I was doing good. I was at some point I was in third in the race. At some point I was actually in third, which I was happy of. But I proceeded to get absolutely fucking gangbanged by 3 different drivers, and they went all inside of me, real damn deep, and it completely lagged out my computer. And that's the reason I spun the second time. It's because with the A chassis, you know, when like there's a person that goes into the chassis, it tends to lag you a bit more.
That's true.
Well, imagine 3 of them going in you at once. Like, let me tell you, it's not very fun. So, like, my PC was dying, and basically I just spun out. And yeah.
Well,
And. Mm, yeah.
this is your interview.
Oh, really?
I could tell Pearl's sleep deprivation is really starting to get to him. Again, this guy
Mate.
has kind of moved
Okay,
on to
okay,
the,
boss
okay.
man, shut up. Speak to me better, little man. I wouldn't start. I would if it. Okay, bloody hell! If I was you, I wouldn't start a fight with me. I am very threatening. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, don't laugh.
I
I
think
heard
we
us
I think
laugh.
we could literally hear your heartbeat through your mic. By the way.
No, that's
12
me playing with my toy.
all I'm saying
Well,
is nothing beats the aura of having an M1 Garand as a desk gun. Just saying.
I have a car 98K.
Oh, boom,
Yes, I am a bit more on the German team. I'm sorry, guys. I just like German guns. Okay.
Yeah, well, I probably should get a car 98K at some point. It's one thing
Yeah.
I don't have in my collection.
Herr Mauser. Das ist super gut, ja. Super gut.
okay.
Okay, so yeah, you know what? You know I think that's a great time to end the interviews, guys.
We
I
got
think
one
this
more
has been a little
driver. We got one more driver.
No,
And I'm
honestly,
gonna thank him for
honestly,
his
No.
I don't think
patience.
I
Hold
don't.
up, hold
No,
up,
no, no,
hold up.
wait. Wait,
What?
can I say something?
Yes, you can.
Did you know that your asshole could spread up to 9 inches? Meaning,
Okay, let's move the fuck on to Steve Waters. Oh wait, let me meet you. Glad to see you back. It's been a bit of time, I believe, but again, genuinely glad to see you, Steve. I hope everything's good with you. That being said, though, managing a finish today after what seemed to be a pretty rough race. How are you doing? How are you doing, Steve?
Wait. Hello? Oh, here I am.
Yeah.
So now, I am not gonna lie. I at least survived.
That is true.
So I, even though I spawned under caution, still should have counted towards my third spin. But other than that, I still survived on the green.
I mean, you honestly recovered to that. I don't think I've seen a spin where somebody does a 360 and virtually loses no speed, but that is pretty much what I saw from that. So good save on that. Honestly, saved you from a DNF.
That was a very good save too.
It was.
So I have to stop. Thank God for saving me right there with my butt. But yeah. Also, Jackson Cook will always be the stigma of the Sigmas. So congrats to Jackson on his win here. And thanks to everyone who watched the stream, by the way.
Yay.
Yeah. Even though there's some non-existent fans in the crowd. So
Oh, thank you there, Steve. Good to see you back, honestly. And I wish you the best of luck. Tomorrow, we are going to be doing the Formula Micros, and then the next weekend, prepare yourselves for some road course racing. So, next time the ROX mods come out, they'll be out doing Northwest Ohio. They'll be at the road course, and then the weekend after that, they'll be putting up to the oval. So the next oval is going to be 2 weeks from now in the ROX mods. Shortest, I think, oval will be ran this year, other than South Bend, which we'll see where the future of that goes. Hint, hint, hint. We'll see where that goes. With that being said, we might do rain for the next oval race. But again, folks, that is it for today's race. We'll be out tomorrow in, I believe, 12 o'clock USPST, 3 p.m. local time. And yeah, we'll be out there with the micros, 60 laps, a bit longer than usual, but still a relatively quick race, I believe. So, that being said, thank you guys for watching. Until next week or tomorrow.